about this girl, I guess the girl that sued him. And, you're like, oh, it's like man in power, sex stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, he shit on my head and like left and wanted the shit to stay there and dripping off. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then he would send her. This is the accusation that he'd be like, go over to that guy's room and fuck him. I want you to be like a cum-filled whore. She would have to like.
And by the way, this all sounds like you could hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen enough wrestling where I'm like, I could see Vince saying that.
It's gnarly though.
Yeah, he's not a good man.
Pretty crazy.
He's a bad dude. And also, look what he did to his kid. Look what he put Shane through.
What did he put him through? I don't know.
Did you see that doc on Netflix?
I probably missed it.
It's pretty amazing. I don't know wrestling. Like Mike Lawrence is my good buddy, and Mike's like, they didn't go hard enough. Like, they left out all the crazy shit. But,
really?
Yeah, he's like connected to murders and stuff, Vince, and he's, there was like Jimmy Superfly Snuka pretty clearly murdered someone. I think Vince helped him get out of it. And, a guy who poops on a woman's face doesn't strike me as the most introspective fella.
No. And I really want to know. Like, I'd really love him to comment on why shit on them. Why?
Maybe that's his thing. There's always those porno links where you're just like, I don't know who's into that, but that's weird.
Yeah.
And there's definitely people into it if it's there, right?
But I think there's something, like, look, weird is a broad term. There's something about human excrement that, like, it's its own category.
Do you think now that he's getting really old and is kind of falling apart a little and he probably poops himself a little and a nurse has to clean it up, he's kind of like, that's so hot?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Maybe. It's like, he's probably like, she's like, don't worry, it's not that. He goes, well, let's see what yours is like. Because I think that
do you think it's
that,
or I think with him it's about the humiliation.
Oh, right.
I think he's probably like, this person hates this and that turns me on. Like he's like a sadist, I think.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I don't know, man.
That cracked me up so hard though in the doc though, when he's basically on trial for, all this sexual misconduct stuff. They're looking into it and they're like, will he show up tonight? Like that's part of the storyline.
Yeah.
And he just walks out to that dumb song, No Chance. And everyone's like, yeah,
you're here.
He showed up.
Yeah. Okay. So McMahon, during a threesome, McMahon defecated on her and commanded her to continue pleasuring the other man while McMahon took a shower. Yeah, he's like, I want to get this shit off of me. Grant says she had feces in her hair running down her back. It lasted more than 90 minutes while she remained so an hour and a half you're covered in shit. But you're definitely right in that it's about humiliating the other person.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I don't know.
Growing up is weird because I just watched this as a kid being like, this is great.
Yeah.
And you kind of know they're not treated well. Because think about how we travel, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
These people are traveling, in pain. Their body hurts, and some of them are doing like 300 days a year.
It's insane. But they're all so full of shit in politics.
Oh, my God.
And, like, the fact that, like, we can just find this with anybody, but they're like, so you're not going to pardon him? He's like, no.
Absolutely. Just don't say that.
Yeah, I will accept this justice system and how it works. And it's like, cool. All right, good to know. And he's like, what do you mean to do? Fucking not pardon him?
The acrobatics you made these Democratic pundits do going on, who are just also full of shit.
Yeah.
Who are like, yeah, he said he's not going to do that. We respect the justice system in this party. The smug now is on top of it, which is annoying. And then you come back and be like, we had to do it. Trump said he's out for revenge. Yeah. You have to justify anything. It's his only son left.
I know. And I know that it's always their job to do this, but it's why you end up loathing all press secretaries because they have to spin whatever they're told. You know what I mean? So like the press secretary has to come out and be like, no, he's not going to do that. And then the next day has to go, what do you want him to do? Not do it? Like it's not, and then bring up the counterpoints. And it's like, so we can't believe anything you say ever.
Yeah.
Like press secretaries are always just master manipulators.
But I think most Americans are cynical enough to be like none of us feel burned. We're like, yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do. No, of course. Yeah. It's just another glaring example. It reminds me of college football coaches when they're like, I'm not taking the gig. Okay? I'm staying here.
Vince McMahon, I'm not pooping on an employee's face.
I've never done that.
Somebody. Pooping on someone?
It's so gross. Do you guys know what it smells like?
And he's like, I have to. It's my only son left.
I love that he was like, that's gross. I'm gonna go shower. Like, that's disgusting. I'll be back. And then he got back and he's like, you're still covered in shit? Ugh.
And he didn't pay her that much, right?
I don't know.
They're like, he raised her salary to $200,000. I'm like, that's not that much to get pooped on.
To get shit on?
Yeah.
And stay there too. He wasn't just like, this is my kink. I'm gonna shit now. He's like, you stay there, you blow that other guy.
Can you imagine she's at lunch with her friend and her friend's complaining about work and she's like, you think you have a bad job?
Yeah.
The boss is pooping on me.
Yeah, and not only that, it said that he like commanded her to keep pleasuring the other guy. But what if you're the other guy?
And you know who the other guy was? I think it was Brock Lesnar, wasn't it?
Was it Brock Lesnar?
I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit. But wouldn't you be
by the
so...
way, I don't think I would want to have a threesome with Brock Lesnar.
No way, dude.
How highly do you think of yourself that you're like, I'm going to go in there with Brock Lesnar?
And give this girl a show. No, but like, wouldn't you be so mad as the other guy? Like, you'd be like, no, I want you to shower too. Like, because I can smell, it's in your hair.
And it's really gross.
It's so gross. I don't care that that's my boss. Like, you don't just get to make, I don't want to sit here and get this blowjob with her covered in your shit. It's not cool.
Not only that, it's like, it's one thing for Linda to find out her husband's fucking around on her. It's another to find out he's fucking around with employees because now it's a lawsuit that it's a company she's a part of. It's a third to find out poop is involved. Poop. This is like an onion with layers that keep on giving. All right.